So 70 days ago, I was spending my time making smoothie bowls for someone else. 70 days later, today, I'm making 4.4K a month, triple what I was making at that smoothie shop, all doing something that I absolutely love, which is writing, also known as copywriting. Here's everything that I do day to day that I think will help a lot of people aspiring to be, maybe starting your online business, becoming a copywriter, whatever that thing is. These things made the biggest difference. And if I don't have them, I really am nothing. And I can't make anything happen. I really struggle. So number one, plan your day the night before. I use sticky notes. I use 3x5 flashcards sometimes. Write down the 3 most important tasks you want to get done that day. Devote an hour to each. I promise you, I used to think that was just a complete joke. Only an hour to each one. After a month, you will have devoted 30 hours to each, whatever task that may be. That adds up very, very quick. And so if you have 3 hours a day, that's going to be 90 hours over the course of a month working at whatever skill, whatever, business idea you have. 90 hours is plenty of time over the course of a month to make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. It is absolutely possible. You just have to be hyper focused and hyper fixated on what your goals are. It took me the longest time to figure that out. I would kind of just do whatever I felt like doing. Maybe it was content. Maybe it was record this YouTube video, make one of these videos. Maybe it was read a book. But if you aren't scheduling out your day, at least for those 3 hours, protect that with your life. Say no to everything that gets in the way of those 3 hours. Because the honest answer is that's what it takes. And a lot of the times, for a lot of people, myself included, it was the video games, it was the friends, it was the social media that would take away from allowing me to see any sort of success. And I'm not hating, I'm not criticizing any of the people around me, but you do have to give no's, and you do have to know what your boundaries are when it comes to pursuing your goals, right? And so for me, I had to not only limit the amount of time with people, but I deleted video games from my computer. I have time blockers on my devices. I use a BlackBerry to text people and for people to reach out to me. It's close friends and family on there. That's the only people that can reach me. I leave my phone in the car to avoid distraction and mindlessly scrolling. So the second step that allowed me to quit my job at this smoothie shop was being proactive. So when I was working at the smoothie shop, I'd wake up at 6 a.m., get to work at 7 a.m., work until 2 p.m., and then I'd go to the gym, I'd eat lunch, I'd ended up in showering, it ends up being like 5 p.m. The day's pretty much over, and now this is where the most important hours of the day stem from. Again, it took me a very long time to figure this out. And if I didn't have this flashcard or these sticky notes, that 3x5 flashcard I was talking about earlier with the 3 most important tasks, you don't know what to work on. And you're going to keep on looping, and you're going to keep on doing the same old stuff that's not getting you any results. So the most important thing is finding out what those 3 things are. That's very difficult, and that takes time as well. But you just have to move in a direction. And most of the time, if you don't have a client, it's outreach. It's either cold email, cold DM, or Upwork proposals. That's what you need to be doing in those 3 hours, or maybe 1 hour of that, 1 hour of creating your own content, and 1 hour of practice, for example. That's what I did. I was repeating over and over, day in, day out. Finally paid off after about 30 days or so. I'm sure it'll do the same for you. And if you're curious about how many outreach messages I sent 1,000 cold DMs, about 100 cold emails, and 30 Upwork proposals. It was the Upwork proposals, only 30 of them, that got me my first gig. So plan your day, be proactive, and take time away. Number 3, take time away. This one may sound a bit confusing, So you want me to work 3 hours every day on my craft, on my skill, on my service, but then you want me to step away and maybe take a break. How does that make sense? I used to think the same thing. I also used to think that journaling, reading, and educating myself was dumb. I used to think that having a mentor, I could do it myself. I was very wrong. When you take time away, ideas for content, ideas for writing, ideas for problem solving really come to your head. It's not so much that you don't know how to do it. You do. You're capable of doing it. You just haven't defined what the problem really is with your life. And I'll tell you what mine are, just to be, maybe as someone can relate. And I've already spoken on it. The video games are the biggest distraction. You got to remove those. Once that happened, the next stage, next challenge, the next hurdle was social media. Okay, let's figure that out. Now it's the BlackBerry. Awesome. Now we're at the computer, sitting there for the first 30 minutes. What's going wrong now? Oh, it's YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram on the computer that you're distracting yourself with. Okay, let's tackle that. Let's add some productivity blockers. Okay, now what? I don't know. This is where the real problem is for a lot of people. I don't know what niche I'm in, what skill I want to pursue, and what outreach message I should be sending. Now you have the problem. That's what you were really avoiding this entire time. It took me so long to figure that out. But I promise you that after you complete these hurdles, these new problems emerge, and at some point you hit the baseline. You've hit the final problem. I didn't know my skill. I didn't know what skill I wanted to pursue, what niche I wanted to pursue. Those were the main problems, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. I still don't exactly know what skill, what niche I want to pursue, honestly, but I'm taking action and I'm just figuring it out as I go. And that's my advice to anyone watching this. Just, as I said in point number 2, be proactive. Take action. When you say you're going to do something, do it. When you watch this video and you hear me say you should be doing outreach every day, do the outreach every day. If you don't know what type of outreach message to be sending, either join the community in the description. Go look at my social media posts. I talk about outreach all the time. I have on Twitter especially, I have full guides, Loom videos, explaining the outreach messages I'm sending. Go look back at those. Go look at my Instagram videos for productivity hacks that I use. I don't just make this stuff to be entertaining. Well, that may be part of it. Another part is just helping myself from 2-3 years ago. That's why I make these videos. So again, I really hope this video is somewhat beneficial and somewhat helpful. I really wish I knew these 3 things. I'd also again like to announce that I am going to be pursuing a 30-day challenge where, maybe not 30 days, maybe longer, but I'm going to be pursuing this challenge, posting it live on this channel where I just essentially get a client from A to Z, show you the entire thing, entire system, everything I'm sending them, every outreach system I'm using, the Loom videos I'm sending them, where I'm reaching them, all of that. And so if you are interested in that, 1, I'd recommend subscribing. I'd recommend showing some love on this video, liking it if you actually want that, and leaving a comment if it's something you genuinely want to see. And maybe it's not, and I just want to be super clear with what you guys are looking for. If it's not something you want, totally all right. Leave a comment on something else you're struggling with, you need help with. I'm here to help. I make these videos as raw and authentic as possible. Can't stress it enough. Please take a look at the links in the bio or in the description. They may change your life. At least steal what I'm posting and use it for yourself. That's all I got for this video. It was a bit of a longer one, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for all the support and the love. I love reading all your guys' outreach messages. It means the world. Take care. We'll talk soon. Later.